Social media meltdown. That was the only way to describe what happened the night Ginny and Jayna's kiss video leaked. It began quietly, almost innocently, with a single anonymous post on a small fan page. A blurry screenshot. Two silhouettes. A caption that read, "Is this really them?" No one took it seriously at first. People joked, debated, speculated. But then the full video appeared. 6 seconds that detonated every corner of the internet. 6 seconds that captured Ginny leaning in, Jayna smiling nervously, and the unmistakable moment their lips met. The clip wasn't staged. It wasn't filmed for a drama. It wasn't part of a photo shoot or a behind-the-scenes skit. It was raw, unscripted, and painfully real. And that's exactly why it exploded. Within minutes, hashtags started trending. Screenshots flooded timelines. Entire communities froze mid-scroll as the realization hit. The chemistry everyone always teased about wasn't just fan imagination. It was something deeper, something genuine, something they never expected would leak like this. Ginny was in the middle of a brand meeting when her manager's phone began vibrating nonstop. At first she didn't think much of it. But when her own phone lit up with over 100 messages in seconds, she knew something had gone wrong. Her manager pulled her aside, opened the video, and said quietly, "Ginny, you need to sit down." Ginny watched the clip once, then again. Then she set the phone down and covered her face with both hands. It wasn't embarrassment, it was fear. Not fear of the kiss, but fear of what the world would make of it. She knew how brutal the online space could be, how invasive things could get, how something intimate could turn into a battlefield overnight. Meanwhile, Jayna had just finished filming when one of the stylists showed her the video. Jayna froze. She didn't speak. She didn't blink. She simply stared at the screen as if her entire life had been rewritten in front of her. Her heart hammered in her chest. She whispered one thing: who posted it? Their agencies were already scrambling. Phone calls flew. PR teams were arguing. Should they deny it? Should they ignore it? Should they confirm it? But the problem was, the clip was too clear. Denying it would only fuel the storm. Confirming it would turn the entertainment world upside down. Silence would make everything worse. But while the agencies panicked, fans were reacting in real time. Some were shocked into silence. Some were screaming into their phones. Some were crying tears of happiness. And some were angry, especially those who believed this ruined their image, their careers, or their fictional dynamics. Still, the overwhelming reaction was disbelief. For years, people joked about Ginny and Jayna's soft moments, their lingering eye contact, their subtle affection on stage. But no one ever thought there was something truly behind it. And now the truth was out for the world to consume. By midnight, more footage surfaced. Not new clips, but slowed-down versions, fan edits, zoomed-in frames, comparisons from past events. Suddenly everyone became an investigator, analyzing the smallest gestures. The internet wasn't just melting, it was boiling over. And then came the theories. Some said the kiss happened after a rap party. Others claimed it happened backstage at an award show. A few insisted it was captured during a secret trip abroad. No one actually knew when or where it happened. That mystery only made the video more powerful. Ginny finally broke her silence hours later, not through an official statement, but through a private call to Jayna. Jayna answered immediately, breathless. Ginny didn't even try to make small talk. She simply said, "Are you okay?" Jayna nodded, even though her voice cracked slightly when she replied, "I'm scared, but I'm okay." There was a long pause. Then Ginny said what she had been holding in her chest since the moment the video surfaced: "We'll face it together. No matter what." While their agencies debated strategy, Ginny and Jayna made their own decision. They met in person, quietly, discreetly, away from the cameras. The moment they saw each other, all the fear, pressure, and noise melted away. Jayna walked into Ginny's arms without hesitation. Ginny held her just as tightly, whispering, "I'm with you. I don't care what they say." Rumors then exploded again when a fan claimed to see the two at a private residence. But no photos emerged. No footage surfaced. And for the first time, fans agreed on one thing: they deserve privacy, even if the internet didn't know how to give it. By the next morning, talk shows were discussing the scandal. Major media outlets covered the news. Brands began calling their agencies demanding answers. And even actors and idols from other industries subtly reacted, liking posts, posting vague messages, sending silent support. But the most shocking twist came when someone revealed the source of the leaked video. It was not a paparazzi. It wasn't a fan. It wasn't an industry insider. It was a former staff member who had kept that footage for months, a clip never meant to be released. They claimed it leaked by accident, but no one believed that. Even now, the truth about the leak is still not fully known. As the online chaos grew, Ginny and Jayna sat together in a quiet room, holding hands and breathing through the uncertainty. They talked for hours, not about damage control, but about what they wanted for themselves, what they wanted moving forward, what they needed to face, not as two public figures, but as two people who trusted each other. Jayna looked at Ginny and asked softly, "Do you regret the kiss?" Ginny didn't even hesitate. She said, "Never. I only regret that it didn't stay ours." Jayna's eyes filled with emotion at that. It was a moment of complete clarity between them, a moment far more intimate than the one caught on camera. Their agencies eventually released a carefully worded statement, calling it a private moment and asking fans for understanding. But the internet had already chosen its side. People were celebrating, debating, fighting, crying, editing new videos, writing long threads, and analyzing every detail of their relationship. And through it all, something unexpected happened. The backlash that everyone feared never truly materialized. Instead, the world responded with an overwhelming wave of acceptance. People began praising their courage. Fans defended them fiercely. And for the first time, Ginny and Jayna saw that perhaps this wasn't the end. It was the beginning of something new. The story continues with their next move, a move that will define whether the world sees them as a scandal or a love story meant to be told. The internet did not calm down. If anything, the chaos only grew. Because what happened next, no one saw coming. When the clip of Ginny and Jayna kissing spread across every platform, their fans went through waves of shock, disbelief, excitement, and confusion. But while the public erupted with theories inside the production studio, the atmosphere was even more intense. According to insiders, Ginny arrived early the next morning, earlier than she had ever arrived on set before. She walked in quietly, wearing a cap, sunglasses, and a mask, trying to avoid attention. But people still noticed her. Every eye followed her as she moved through the hallway. Some crew members whispered. Some smiled knowingly. Some avoided her altogether. Ginny pretended she didn't hear anyone. But what surprised everyone was Jayna. Jayna walked in without hiding. No mask, no hat, no sunglasses. She walked into the building like nothing had happened, like the world wasn't exploding because of a single moment caught on camera. She carried herself with confidence, head high, and eyes calm. And when she saw Ginny from across the hallway, she stopped. Ginny froze. She didn't look up at first. She seemed nervous, unsure of what Jayna would say after the whole world had seen their kiss. Then Jayna spoke, very softly, but firmly. "Ginny, we need to talk." The crew whispered even louder now. The room grew quiet. Even the lights seemed to stop buzzing. Ginny followed Jayna to an empty rehearsal room. The door closed behind them, and for a moment, the entire set held its breath. What happened in that room stayed a mystery, at least for a few hours. But someone close to the two actresses leaked what they heard through the thin rehearsal walls. Jayna wasn't angry. She wasn't embarrassed. She wasn't running from the scandal. Instead, she asked one simple question. "Are you okay?" Ginny reportedly broke down. All the pressure, the panic, the sleepless night, the fear of losing their careers, it finally hit her. She told Jayna she felt guilty for pulling her into trouble, that she didn't want people thinking Jayna was involved in something she never agreed to. But Jayna shook her head. "It wasn't a mistake," she said. "You don't have to apologize for something real." Those words changed everything. Because according to the insider, Ginny didn't respond immediately, but tears fell. And Jayna stepped closer and held her hands. Not like a co-star comforting someone. Not like a friend trying to help. But like someone who finally admitted what she had been hiding for a long time. And then gossip got even louder. Because right at that moment, the director opened the door and saw Jayna wiping tears from Ginny's face. The door shut again, quietly, quickly, and seconds later, the entire building knew. They weren't fighting. They weren't denying. They weren't pretending. They were together. And that changed the energy of the entire set. But the online world wasn't done exploding. Because a new clip surfaced, one taken on the same day as the leaked kiss video. This time, it wasn't stolen footage. It wasn't grainy. It wasn't unclear. It showed Ginny and Jayna leaving the set late at night. Ginny walked a little ahead. Jayna followed behind her. Then Jayna reached out, gently grabbing Ginny's wrist. Ginny turned around. They stood close, very close, and Jayna smiled at her. Not an acting smile, not a PR smile, but a real, soft, almost shy smile. Fans lost it, because that wasn't a kiss caught by accident. That was affection, caught on purpose. The comment sections exploded. They're in love. This is real. I knew it. Look at Jayna's smile. She's gone. Ginny is blushing. They look so safe with each other. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. The world was no longer asking, did they really kiss? Now they were asking, what are they hiding? How long has this been going on? Is this why their chemistry looks so real on screen? Were they protecting each other all this time? Is this a real relationship? And behind closed doors, the network executives were in full crisis mode. Not because of the scandal, but because the internet had chosen a side. And that side was the Ginny-Jayna love story. Some executives wanted to downplay it. Some wanted to deny it. Some wanted to use it for ratings. But none of that mattered. Because Ginny and Jayna were about to make their own decision. And it was a decision that would shock the entire industry.